Okay, so today we're diving straight into something pretty deep, maybe a bit challenging, existential emptiness.
Hmm.
And I don't mean, the sadness after a big loss. This is more that quiet feeling.
Right.
Maybe it hits you on a totally ordinary day, a Tuesday afternoon even. You look around at everything you've built, the job, the life.
And the achievements, the milestones you aimed for.
Exactly. And they just haven't delivered that feeling of arrival you thought they would.
Yeah, that sense of, okay, I'm here now, I've made it.
Hmm.
It's missing.
And the ground just feels a bit hollow. So the question pops up, is this it, really?
And, this isn't some new modern anxiety. This feeling, it has a really powerful history in Western thought.
Right.
We might call it a crisis or maybe even depression today. But philosophers, they had some pretty potent names for it.
Like what?
Well, Kierkegaard, he called it the sickness unto death.
Wow. Heavy.
Yeah. And Nietzsche talked about facing the abyss. Kant has just called it the absurd.
The absurd. Okay. So, faced with this void, this abyss, what do most of us do?
We run, mostly.
We run.
Filling the space, right.
Yeah.
Noise, constant distraction, keeping busy, social media, streaming.
Work, work, work.
Exactly. So our goal today isn't just to unpack why we instinctively run from this emptiness.
But maybe how we could stop, or at least approach it differently.
Precisely. Maybe even learn to, as the existentialist might suggest, sort of dance with the absurd instead of fleeing.
Dance with the absurd. I like that. So psychologically, why the running? What's the core drive there?
Well, fundamentally, we seem to be meaning-making creatures. It's wired in.
We need purpose.
We need purpose.
Yeah.
We can actually endure incredible hardship, unbelievable pain, if we feel it means something.
Right. Viktor Frankl saw that so clearly in the concentration camps. He wrote about how those who had a why to live
Could bear almost anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a profound insight.
So the real terror of the void isn't the suffering itself. It's the why disappearing.
It's that whisper deep down that maybe none of it matters.
And that's paralyzing.
Utterly.
Yeah.
And so we double down on avoidance, we scroll, we binge watch, we chase the next promotion. Anything to drown out the silence.
You mentioned a study that really stuck with me.
Oh, the electric shock one.
Yeah.
It's striking, isn't it?
It really is. People would rather give themselves painful electric shocks.
And sit alone with their own thoughts for just 15 minutes.
We literally choose physical pain over silence. That says a lot about how terrifying that inner quiet can feel.
It really does.
Okay, so if avoidance is the modern reflex, what about the philosophers who didn't run, who actually leaned into that void? What did they find?
They found, well, a kind of defiant response. Nietzsche, for instance, he pushed for amor fati,
Love of fate.
love of fate. But it's not passive resignation. It's active. It's saying yes to all of it. The chaos, the joy, the suffering, the whole package.
Embracing the totality of it.
And finding meaning in that very active embracing of saying yes even to the hard parts.
Okay, and that connects to Camus, right? With Sisyphus.
Absolutely. Sisyphus and his boulder, eternally pushing it up the hill.
Only to watch it roll back down again. Forever.
It's such a powerful metaphor for, well, for a lot of modern life, isn't it? The repetition, the feeling of pointlessness sometimes.
Yes, and the spreadsheets, the commute, the routine. But Camus says we should imagine Sisyphus happy. That feels like a big leap. How?
The key for Camus is consciousness. Sisyphus is aware of the absurdity of his task. He knows the boulder will roll down.
Okay.
But in that awareness, especially on the walk back down the hill, he's free. He's choosing to engage, even knowing it's futile in a cosmic sense.
So the meaning comes from the choice to push the boulder anyway.
Exactly. From the conscious rebellion against the absurdity. By choosing to engage, fully present, you reclaim your own meaning in that moment. You stop fighting the nature of the task.
So there's this paradox then. You try to run from the void, but it keeps finding you.
Because it's not actually out there. It's inside you.
It's part of us. And the more you distract, maybe the louder it gets.
It waits patiently, yeah. But maybe we misunderstand its purpose. Maybe the void isn't there to steal meaning.
What else could it be doing?
Maybe it's there to burn away the fake stuff.
Yeah.
The meanings we inherit, the ones society or, algorithms hand us.
To clear the ground.
Yeah, to make space for something more authentic, more real. The opposite of that emptiness isn't being busy, it's presence, real presence.
That's interesting. Like creative breakthroughs often come from emptiness.
Think about it, Van Gogh, painting masterpieces out of intense loneliness.
Or Beethoven, composing these incredible symphonies after he went deaf. Music was taken from him.
Ripped away. Yet he felt it. composed it from that silence, that void. When you stop fighting the emptiness, it can become creative space.
So connecting this back to us, to you listening, this existential vacuum, this emptiness, it often shows up when comfort replaces a deeper sense of purpose.
That's often the case. And it tells us meaning isn't something you just find like a lost wallet and then you're set for life.
It's something you have to build, create.
Moment by moment, actively, intentionally.
So the takeaway here might be that emptiness you're maybe afraid of, it might not be the enemy.
It could actually be the doorway.
How so?
Because it forces you, eventually, to stop relying on external validation, on the next achievement, the next distraction.
It forces you to look inward.
Right, which leads to a final thought, maybe a question for you to sit with. What if the void doesn't give you easy answers?
Okay.
But what if, by staying with it, not running, it clears away the noise? What if it creates the space where, finally, better questions can emerge?
Questions that really matter to you.
Questions that push you to build a life that feels truly alive, rooted in your own experience, your own bones. That's maybe where real meaning starts.